F1 is getting rid of grid girls. This is a very not sad time of my life. How's it going, everyone? EA40 here. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed to me so far. If you haven't, please be sure to do so before watching this video, as I don't want to be demonetized. Anyway, so as you can tell from the title and everything, news is broken that Formula 1, Formula 2, and GP3, they are getting rid of the grid girls. And if you don't know who or what they are, the grid girls, that whole concept is basically women standing by each car holding a sign as the teams are prepping pre-race on the grid, basically looking pretty and everything. It's a tradition that has gone on in motorsport for decades. And so news broke that they're going to be getting rid of them for the 2018 Formula 1 season. As you might expect, reaction has been a bit all over the place. A lot of people have been sad about it, angry about it on Facebook, and then others would give like a love react to posts about it. And so obviously I'm making this video on how I feel, and there's not too much for me to say about this, but I'm actually not too sad that they're gonna go away. And here is the main reason why. It's largely about image. You gotta think about how, like, the expectations of men versus women in motorsports. For men, you can basically be whatever you want. If you want to be in the pit crew, sure, go ahead. If you want to be one of the pit lane managers for a team, yeah, go ahead. You want to be a team boss, sure, go ahead. You want to be a driver. A lot of men end up being drivers. When you think about women, yeah, sure, they're allowed in. They're allowed to be like team manager or one of the pit managers and stuff. And it has been happening recently in motorsport and like Formula 1. But a lot of times the expectation for women to be in motorsport is to be one of the grid girls. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that girls who decide to be grid girls are awful, because some of them, they like modeling, or they have other motives, like they want to be noticed for more modeling or something like that. I have friends who do modeling, and they enjoy that, so I don't complain about that. But the problem with the grid girls is, or the whole concept of the grid girls, is that that's the bar that ends up being set for women. That ends up being like the expectation for women. Like, you want to be involved in motorsports, you're gonna be a grid girl. I mean, sure, like I've mentioned, things have changed a bit over the years, but that's still kind of the expectation. And in order for that expectation to kind of go away, that's why I feel personally that that the grid girls should be removed from motorsport. Now, what should go in their place? I mean, I'm not too sure yet. Someone mentioned having grid dogs. I mean, dogs are absolutely attractive, but they'll have to do a pretty good job of training those dogs to actually stay in that one spot for however long. Someone mentioned having like grid fans, like have a lucky fan get to be on the grid before startup or before race start, holding the sign or whatever. Now, I don't know, that could be an interesting one. I know Sahara Force India on Twitter, they said, oh, that's a great idea. I don't know, I haven't given it much thought, but maybe that's something for you guys to think about. What do you think could be a good substitute for the Formula 1 and Formula 2 and GP3 grid girls? So definitely let me know in the comments below. I will be watching these comments. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching this. Like I said, please subscribe. I don't want to be demonetized. I have big plans to try and avoid that demonetization trap, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you all later.